Have you ever wondered why sometimes your presence alone is enough to change the environment around you? And no, we're not talking about words or gestures. We're talking about something deeper, your spiritual energy. Spiritual energy is a force we all carry, although few truly understand its power. It's not something you see, but something you feel. It doesn't follow the rules of the physical world. It simply transcends. And when this energy enters a space, it doesn't go unnoticed. It challenges the reality of the people around you, breaks down their walls, and often generates a reaction they don't even know how to process. And while your spiritual energy may scare some people, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. In fact, it means the opposite. You're vibrating at a higher frequency, something that challenges the norms, breaks patterns, and illuminates the deepest shadows that people try to hide. And that's what makes them uncomfortable. You might not realize it, but your energy has the power to touch the souls around you in ways you can't even imagine. You don't need words. You just need to be who you are. And that intensity, that inexplicable presence will shake people one way or another. But why does this happen? Why does your energy affect the environment and the people around you so much? Today, we're going to explore the signs that indicate your spiritual energy might be scaring people, and more importantly, we'll understand why this happens. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like something was different? Like the atmosphere changed without anyone saying a word? That might be the impact of your spiritual energy. When your vibration is high, it doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't matter if you're still or in motion. Your energy speaks for you, and it can affect people in ways you can't even imagine. Often, the people around you may react in unexpected ways. Some might feel drawn to your presence, as if something in you is a beacon, something that calls them to evolve as well. But for others, your energy might be uncomfortable. It can make them feel exposed, as if their own shadows are being unintentionally revealed. These reactions have nothing to do with you, but with what your energy awakens in others. When we're aligned with our true essence, those around us can feel a reflection of what they're not yet ready to face within themselves. This can generate discomfort, even a certain distance, because in some way, your presence challenges the state they're in. And the most interesting part is that there are clear signs that your energy is making this difference. You may notice that some people begin to avoid eye contact, or that others, inexplicably, become more restless when you're around. Or a slight change in their behavior might indicate that your energy is challenging something inside them. Recognizing these signs can help you better understand the impact you're having, and therefore, you can learn to deal with these reactions in a more conscious and empathetic way. It can also help you align more with your essence, knowing that even though not everyone is ready for that intensity, you're helping, in one way or another, to provoke a process of transformation in others. So instead of retracting or feeling uncomfortable, these signs can be seen as a reminder that your presence is awakening something important in those around you, and maybe that's exactly what they need. The first sign is related to presence. Have you ever walked into a place and felt all eyes turning to you? People seem to react to your presence, even without a word being spoken. This goes far beyond your appearance or what you're wearing. It's your spiritual energy. Your spiritual energy doesn't depend on how you present yourself or the words you choose. Your personal vibration is what speaks the loudest. The intensity of this vibration is what defines the depth of your presence. And this isn't related to your personality, but to your deeper essence, that part of you that is aligned with what is most true. When you're in tune with your purest energy, your presence becomes a force. People may not know what it is, but something inside them is touched, even without a logical explanation. It's like you're connecting with a part of them they didn't know existed, and this can often be unsettling. But contrary to what it might seem, this is not a negative thing. What may often feel like discomfort is actually just a reaction to the depth of your energy, and this reaction is a reflection of the intensity of your vibration, which can stir the more subtle layers of consciousness in the people around you. It's not something you do intentionally, but a natural consequence of being in tune with your truth. When someone feels discomfort around you, perhaps avoiding eye contact or subtly stepping back, what's happening is that your energy is challenging their comfort. Maybe because they might not be ready to confront something so genuine and real within themselves. Often, this type of energy activates areas of insecurity, fears, or emotional escapes that were being avoided. It's as if, by entering a space, you unintentionally begin to illuminate shadows that were hidden. However, this shouldn't be seen as a conflict or a fault on your part. In fact, your energy is just exposing a truth. For some people, this might be a challenge, but for others, it could be exactly what they need to awaken. Your spiritual energy is the direct reflection of your internal state, the pure vibration you carry within, and this is exactly what people perceive, even if they don't fully understand it. The second sign is polarized reactions. The spiritual energy you carry doesn't leave people indifferent. For some, your presence is irresistible. They feel drawn to the depth of your energy, as if something in you calls them to evolve, to grow, to connect with something greater. And even though they may not know exactly what it is, they feel that they're in the presence of something powerful and transformative. But at the same time, for others, your energy can be intimidating. Instead of attraction, they feel deep discomfort. The intensity of your vibration can make them feel threatened or exposed, as if your presence is a constant reminder of their own limitations and fears. It's like you're reflecting back to them aspects of themselves they'd rather ignore or avoid. These are the polarized reactions. Some people come closer to you, feeling called to explore their own depths, while others may pull away, trying to avoid confronting the energy you awaken in them. But it's crucial to understand that these reactions are not about you. They say much more about the internal state of the people around you than about your energy or presence. When someone feels drawn to you, it could be a sign that that person is ready for an awakening. They may not know it consciously, but their energy is seeking evolution, and your presence is an invitation to this process. But on the other hand, those who feel intimidated might be at a stage in their journey where they're not ready to confront the deeper parts of themselves. That is, your brightness and strength may be a reflection of their own internal limitations and unresolved fears. And this isn't negative, it's simply a sign of where they are in their own spiritual journey. In any case, these polarized reactions shouldn't be seen as personal. They are a reflection of how people are dealing with their own shadows. Your energy isn't here to please everyone, but to be a transformative force. You're here to challenge and awaken. So when you notice these reactions, instead of feeling rejected or guilty, understand that your energy is just revealing what needs to be seen, whether to inspire or provoke reflection. And in the end, this helps everyone grow. As your energy continues to expand and touch people deeply, the next sign you might encounter is being labeled as too intense or too sensitive. It's common for those who carry elevated spiritual energy to face this type of judgment. Your energy has the power to disturb, to touch people in ways they don't always understand. And often, their immediate response is to try to label your presence, as if they could fit what they feel into a comfortable box. This attempt to label is a form of defense, a way of dealing with something people don't know how to process. When your energy is intense, it can be easily misinterpreted. Often people see this intensity as something excessive or improper, as if your vibration is out of place or too much for them. But the truth is, this energy isn't being rejected for who you are, but for how it challenges the norms and comfort of the people around you. The discomfort doesn't come from you, but from what your energy awakens in people. This can include unresolved fears, emotional fragilities, or insecurities they're not ready to face. However, it's important to remember that these rejections or misunderstandings are not a reflection of your true essence. When you're misinterpreted, your energy is, in a way, challenging the limited perceptions of the people around you. And this, although uncomfortable, is also a form of awakening. Instead of feeling hurt or uncomfortable with these reactions, understand that each misunderstanding is an opportunity for both you and others to grow. Your energy has the power to push the boundaries of what people consider possible, forcing them to rethink their own beliefs and prejudices. This is the beauty of your spiritual vibration. It goes beyond expectations and immediate comfort. It's transformative, even when it means being misunderstood. So, when someone labels you or reacts negatively to your energy, see it not as a personal rejection, but as a reflection of the limitations still being confronted. The rejection you feel is often an invitation to expand your own light even more, to be even more authentic on your journey. Another powerful sign that might emerge is a sharp intuition, almost inexplicable. You don't just hear people's words, you can feel what they're really saying, what's behind the words, behind the gestures, behind the actions. Your intuition becomes a radar that picks up hidden truths and unexpressed emotions, and this can be unsettling for others. It's as if you're able to see through the masks people put on, to perceive insecurities or even identify unspoken lies. For those who aren't used to this deeper perception, it can be uncomfortable. They may feel as though they're being watched and judged without you saying a word. And this clear perception of their emotions or intentions can be hard to handle, especially for those who aren't ready to confront their own internal truths. But it's important to understand that this intuitive ability isn't a judgment or a criticism. It's simply an elevated perception. You're not trying to invade or expose anyone. What's happening is that your energy is on a higher frequency, and this unlocks a deeper form of connection with the world around you. Your intuition isn't something you choose to use. It just happens, flowing naturally as you become more aligned with your true essence. This ability to perceive what's behind words and actions can generate discomfort, but once again, this isn't something you do intentionally to make others uncomfortable. They might unconsciously feel that your energy is touching something sensitive within them, something they haven't resolved or integrated. And while this can be challenging for them, it's actually an opportunity for self-awareness and healing. So, when someone reacts uncomfortably to what you perceive, remember, this isn't about you. It's about the process that person is going through. Your intuition isn't a burden, but a precious skill, a tool that allows you to see the world in a clearer, more honest, and deeper way. Instead of feeling guilty or uncomfortable with this perception, use it as a guide to continue being true to your energy and helping others without imposing or forcing anything. Your intuition is simply opening doors for what can be confronted and healed. Another sign that arises is a natural resistance to social norms and established systems. You start to notice the limitations and fallacies of the pattern society imposes, and this can be uncomfortable both for you and for others. Your vision broadens, and instead of fitting into what is considered normal or acceptable, you feel an internal need to question, to challenge what's around you. This resistance can show up in various ways: refusing to follow norms that don't make sense to you, a desire to explore new ways of thinking and acting, or even an aversion to power structures that limit freedom and personal expression. It's not rebellion without cause, but a deep intuition that leads you to perceive what could be more authentic, freer, and more aligned with universal truth. You begin to see the distortions in rules and social patterns, questioning why society accepts certain ideas or behaviors as natural when, in reality, many of these norms serve to keep people in a state of conformity and control. But when challenging these systems and norms, you may encounter resistance. People around you who are deeply rooted in traditional ways of thinking may see your attitude as provocative or disrespectful. They may feel threatened by someone who is willing to break conventions, to question what's always been accepted without being questioned. Your energy then appears as a force that destabilizes what they believed was safe or unchangeable. But again, it's important to understand that this nonconformity is not a way of rejecting people or wanting to be different for its own sake. It's an internal call to align with something bigger, truer, and freer. And when you question the status quo, you're actually taking a step toward evolution, both for yourself and for society. You're an agent of change, even if this is hard for everyone around you to comprehend. And just like the sharp intuition we mentioned earlier, this nonconformity can cause discomfort in people, but it's actually an opportunity for their growth. When you start questioning the structures that everyone accepts, you're inspiring others to do the same, to think for themselves, to explore new possibilities. The challenge is that often people are not ready for this kind of rupture. And this is where your energy becomes a mirror of transformation, a reflection of the limitations they're not ready to overcome. And in the end, this sign of nonconformity is a positive force for change, even though temporarily it may be seen as uncomfortable or even challenging. Because both you and I are not here to follow the herd, but to show that there are other ways of living, more authentic and more aligned with what really matters. And this is a process that goes beyond your own journey. It serves to illuminate the path for all those who are willing to see beyond the conventions and embrace the new. So, know that accepting your true energy means embracing your authenticity, your vibrational depth, and the intensity you carry. And often, by doing this, you'll find yourself in uncomfortable situations, unexpected reactions, misunderstandings, or even rejections. But this happens because when aligned with your true essence, you're not just transforming your own reality, but also reflecting a truth that many are not yet ready to see. This nonconformity, the polarized reactions, the heightened intuition, and the inexplicable presence are just some of the signs of this awakening process. And while they might generate discomfort, these external reactions are a reflection of others' internal limitations and not a flaw in you. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking something is wrong with your energy when, in reality, it's simply touching the shadows that need to be illuminated, both in you and in others. So be careful of this, so you don't fall into that trap. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and for joining me. Take care and see you soon.